Alright, and we're back, and it's Flaz the Anti-Gamer are playing Nancy Drew, The Legend of the Crystal Skull. So we did get charcoal, and we do have paper. So that should mean we should be able to get the tracings of that mausoleum. I have no idea what it is. It's like a kind of church or something in the middle of the garden here, or at least the cemetery kind of place. So if I can just remember where, or at least how to get to this place, we should be able to trace the tracings, the markings, yeah, the markings that were made on the wall, on the base of the pillars. Yeah, as I was right, here are the markings which we need. So we need some paper, which we have, and some coal. Is that it? Okay. And some more paper, some more coal. Okay, that's what we already have. And the one on the left. And last one, but not least, the one on the right. Now, what these mean, I have no idea. But they must mean something, right? Okay, so yeah, this is the one we need. And we need paper. And the charcoal. A coffin. Okay. Now, we can't get in here, right? Okay, so that's locked. Is there anything else? No. Okay, so now we have a coffin, a bed, a worm, and 2 bones. Like the kind of pirate's bones? Kind of like that. Is there anything else on the side? No, okay. It's just removed inventory, nothing here. No, so that leaves us with what exactly? I always get freaked out when I see the shadow here. You see, like, Nancy's shadow? I really get freaked out by that. Anyway, this is where we came from. I always get it mixed up, because usually I think going back, but when we're here, we actually come out from this side, not from this side. That's also something I really get mixed up with. And I'm pretty sure I'll make the same mistake over and over again. Now, something which I think we should do is maybe look up in the library with the skeleton crystal skull whisperer kind of thing, which we did find out in the last episode in the box, but we didn't even get the chance to actually read the note, which isn't all that great. Let's see, is there anything here? No. Anything here? Oh my gosh!
What was that?
That was Uncle Bruno's pet iguana, Iggy. He's always in here stealing paper. He must be using it to build a nest or something. Look, I had all those books arranged so they fit perfectly in that box. Put them back in, okay? I don't have time.
I just want to look through this one book.
Go right ahead, after you put all those other books back.
And that iguana was actually real. Okay. Plot twist right there. Can we fit that? No, we can't. Okay. So let's see what else we can do. Is there a book thinner than this? Yes, there is. I wonder if there are many different ways where you can actually solve this puzzle. I wonder. But I think I already messed this up somehow. Okay, so let's try with all the thick books like this. 1, 2. I'm assuming though the space, we need every single little space. Huh. Can I just click on something else? Okay. I should have actually taken more attention to what there was before. Or at least how it was prepared. If I can just rotate these, that would be much easier. I mean, come on, in real life, I'm pretty sure you're able to rotate them. I mean, look how perfect that nearly looks. Just so nearly. Okay, so if I try this. No, that can't even fit there. So I need to get rid of the small one. And the small one can kind of fit there, but then these two won't fit. So what if I bring fire to the... You know what? I have a great idea. What if instead of doing all this rubbish, we can just like burn everything alive? I mean, Nancy was already accused for arson once, right? Might as well happen the second time. That's not going to fit because there's a small space there. I need something that fits perfectly, like literally. And there I go, back at it again with that English accent. Okay, what if I take this instead? And put that there. And then I have a tinier space, which just fits there. You know what, it's better to actually swap these around. I doubt this is actually the way to do it, but at least we can say that we tried, I guess. So 2 horizontal. What if we try doing this here? Wait, don't tell me this is actually it. No way. Well, you know what? You know what's even worse of it being... You know, if this didn't work, that would be way worse. Okay, so let's just put this here for fun. No, come on, this hat... Yes. Yes. This fits, definitely. Yes! Okay, so... Horrible commentary, I know that. Fact or fable? Hodgkins. Okay. Wait, that's actually Hotchkiss, first of all. And I'm pretty sure we have met Miss Hotchkiss before. Okay, so there is her number, which I'm pretty sure we'll be phoning. And there's basically some stuff, some information. And there's a mosaic here about representing Icon Emperor Atalupa. I'm not gonna read all this, guys. Ooh, murder. Ooh, I like this. Let me just read the last 2 pages. Okay, let's start from here. Arkansas suggests that by 1881, Atalupa's crystal skull had found itself in the hands of a traveling huckster who apparently used it to lure potential patrons to his wagon so he can sell them various bombs and elixirs. If he is the same Curtis Cadwell who, according to Kansas records, settled in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, he lived and worked to the ripe old age of 93, dying only when a dissatisfied customer set fire to his house in a fit of anger. Are you serious? I mean, I know it's like, what, 18... Okay, so that's 1881. So let's say it's 1920s. No one's... I mean, who's going to set fire to an old man's house? I mean, even if you had an anger issues, I mean... you know what? I'm not even going to comment on that. If the whisperer was in Caldwell's house, it no doubt survived the fire, but exactly what happened to it next has proved impossible to discern, and its current whereabouts is a mystery. But what is known about the skull's previous owners could prove very useful in solving that mystery, for all the people who have possessed it have had two things in common. They lived for an unusually long time, and they always, without exception, met with death at the hand of another. In other words, the trail that leads to the discovery of this particular crystal skull will likely be one that begins with murder. Okay, that's interesting. I mean, I always like a little bit of murder here and there. I mean, I mostly just like the puzzle kind of feel there is to it. I mean, obviously not real murder, just, TV shows and stuff. Okay, so let's call Professor Hotchkiss.
Yes, hello?
Hi, my name's Nancy Drew. Is this Professor Hotchkiss?
I am she, Nancy Drew. Your name has a ring to it. Do I know you?
Yes, as a matter of fact, we met a little while back in Wisconsin.
Oh, yes, you were the delightful young lady doling out the samples in the tasting room of that cheese factory. Yum, yum.
No, I met you at Whitford Castle.
That's ridiculous. There was no cheese tasting room at Wickford Castle.
No, we were both guests there. I found a journal written by Marie Antoinette which you translated. Remember?
Thanks to you, suddenly all I can think about is how wonderful a nice big slab of Colby cheese would taste right now. Listen, Mandy, I'm on a deadline, so if you could please just tell me why you called.
But my name isn't...
Deadline! Let's cut to the chase, shall we? Chop, chop.
Okay. Mandy? Wait. Okay. Well, obviously Nancy's name isn't Mandy, but at least it's kind of close. Can I just click on this?
Did a man from New Orleans named Bruno Bolet ever call you?
Ah, now there's a name you can remember. Bolet. Nice and French. I'm a scholar of French history, you know.
Yes, I know. So did Bruno Bolet call you?
Indeed he did. Oui, oui.
Why did he call, if you don't mind my asking?
Because he had read my book, of course. The Crystal Skulls. Fact or fable, one of my best efforts. Sold like hotcakes, smothered in a rich, tangy lemon sauce.
Okay. Lemon sauce. Well, she must really have her mind on food then. Did he say anything about owning one of the skulls himself? Do you remember what he talked about?
Do you remember what you talked about?
If memory serves, we talked mostly about the skull called the Whisperer. He wanted to know if I had learned any more about it since my book was published, which I hadn't, or if I had any theory as to what happened to it, which I didn't.
And that was the extent of your conversation?
Well, now, let me think. My, such insatiable curiosity, Nellie. You remind me of someone I encountered on one of my journeys. But for the life of me, I cannot remember her name or the circumstances.
Nancy Drew? Wickford Castle?
Ah! The eyes have it.
I'm sorry?
That's what Bruno Bolet said when I turned the tables and asked him if he had any idea where the Whisperer was. He said, the eyes have it. Then he chuckled and hung up.
Okay, so then does that mean the eyes of the glass eyes, as in the one or two we have?
If someone found a skull made of crystal, how could they be sure it's one of the crystal skulls?
Wonderful question, Francie. How indeed? Because there are sure to be thousands of fakes out there. Perhaps tens of thousands. But remember, the real skulls were made long before the tools commonly used for carving today were invented. Which means, let's put on our thinking caps.
Okay, so in modern day tools we have left and marks if the skulls are fake. If they show that marks? I have no idea, honestly.
Modern-day tools would have left marks if the skull was a fake?
Exactly so.
Okay.
Mind you, the marks on a good fake would be microscopic and thus imperceptible to the human eye. However, any thorough laboratory analysis would quickly unmask a counterfeit.
So the only way to prove that a skull is the real deal is by proving it's not a fake?
And by examining its provenance, its history of ownership. If it can be shown that a particular specimen has been passed along from antiquity into modern times and didn't just suddenly appear in, say, Germany in the mid-19th century, that would tend to support its authenticity as well.
Okay, so let's talk about one of the most likely motives of getting this crystal skull. Money.
How much would a crystal skull like the Whisperer be worth?
In this crazy day and age, where the shorn hair and used tissues of celebrities get sold for thousands of dollars, there's absolutely no telling, Candy. $500,000 easily. Maybe even $1 million. Maybe 2. Maybe 10. The sky's the limit. Cha-ching, cha-ching.
I just realized Nellie, which was one of the many names Professor Hotchkiss called Nancy, isn't even close to Nancy.
The idea that the Whisperer can make its owner immortal, do you believe that?
I believe that things that defy any so-called rational explanations happen all the time, Nessie. Now, does that mean there are mysterious external forces at work in the universe of which we do not and cannot ever have full knowledge? Or does it all boil down to us? If the human heart desperately wants something to be true, does the human mind have the power to make it true? Who knows? Oh, questions, questions, questions. Oh, how dreary life would be without them.
In your book, you said that all the people who've ever owned the Whisperer were murdered, yet Bruno Bolet dropped dead of a heart attack.
Are you saying the Whisperer was in his possession after all? The scallywag! Why didn't he tell me that? Oh, that's right. I would have hung up on him. Well, if that's the case, then I strongly suggest you take a close look at his so-called heart attack, Sandy. Because if he owned the skull and he died, I guarantee you it was at the hands of someone else. Or my name's not Beatrice Gertrude Winifred Hotchkiss.
Okay, I never actually understood those, like,
I'd better go. Thank you.
sayings.
Good luck to you, dear.
Wait, so what can we do next? We have her phone number. So we have information about the... No, not this. So we have... Ooh, suspects. Henry Bolet, not much time. Hiding something. What? Renee. Mr. Det. Strange. Okay. Professor Strange. Okay, so let's see. Realistically speaking, what do we have? We have four eyeballs, a lemon, the case file. Ooh, I forgot about this. This is German. This letter is definitely German. Actually, you know what? We haven't looked in a while at this. Strictly speaking, if we're looking for someone whom we know possessed the skull, then this is where we can look for the person. Okay, so at least we know that. Let's just take a quick look over here at the model. Just saying, okay, so we went there. That's not very important because, oh yeah, there's something here. But nothing much for now. And this we went through. We came here. This was a huge place of interest. Oh wait, I forgot about this. Oh. Okay. Let's see, we had a bone. And a worm. And we had a bed. Okay, so now in the order we had coffin. Oh my gosh. Okay, so the last one were bones. I would say this is a bed. If I can find it. And this would be a worm. No. Okay. Let's just back out here for a second. It was 1, 2, 3, and 4. The only problem is this can be... Wait. Look at the designs. That has to mean something. Okay, so this kind of design, like this, is a bed. Okay, I think I have it actually. So this has to be a bed. And a kind of flower like this one is a tomb. Yeah? Yeah. And even more flowers like this one is a... they're bones, right? Yeah, bones. And last but not least, a worm. Now this should be it. Okay. Now we have a key. Does that mean it's the key to the crypt? And couldn't we just have broken open? Couldn't we just have broken? Huh. It seems like I've completely lost all my sense of English all of a sudden. Couldn't we just break into the crypt if we really needed to? Or at least the model, if you know what I mean. Just get a hammer and smash it open. But this does not seem to be Nancy's way of doing things. I realized that much at least. Okay, so now back to the crypt. The crypt, yes, that's what it's called, a crypt. It's not a cemetery. It's not a church. It's a crypt. Whoa! Okay. That was A, strange, and B, Mr. Vampire strikes again. Gave me quite a fright there, though. Okay, so now we have the key. And now we can go inside. And that gives us what exactly?
This must be the painting that goes in that empty frame.
So we have a painting. Okay, okay. If I can just move my mouse, that would be great too. So that means whoever stole the painting must have had access to the crypt. Now here we have Marianne Bolet, Claude Bolet, Marcel Bolet, and Fifi Bolet. Well, Fifi Bolet does not exactly sound to me as a person's name. I mean, of course it may be. I'm not saying it's not. It sounds more like a cat's name. As I said, you know, I have no idea about the name, so it might be that it's actually someone's name. No, I'm not trying to offend anyone, it's just my true opinion. Well, you know what I mean. Okay, so now we can put the painting back where it belongs. I don't know if this is my memory of what's going to happen or not, but isn't this the photo of Henry's parents? Or did I completely mess that up? Oh, great. How are you supposed to know this? Don't tell me we're actually supposed to find out the dates of when people died. Okay, so let's see. He has a toothbrush. He has an axe. He's a kind of soldier. These are two very, very creepy twins. Now, what can we do here? I'm just going to randomly click these in order and hope for the best. These little people look very modern, so I'm just going to put these as the most modern people. And I assume this goes here, here, here. I don't know, these creepy kids can go really anywhere. Okay, I think we should find out some names here. Bolet, or maybe not. Fifi. Now, which one of you guys... Wait. Can we just turn around? No, okay. We cannot actually turn around 180 degrees, but anyway. Which one of you guys is called Fifi? I'm guessing the monkey. That's going to be my guess. Or this little pooch here. You know what? What about asking Henry what he was doing? Or he's... I mean, I know it's personal for him, but at least let him help us get information about the Bolets.
Yes?
How did Bruno die, if you don't mind my asking?
Just dropped dead in the front hallway. I mean, the guy was 95 years old. Here, check it out. Myocardial infarction. That's doctor speak for heart attack.
Attending physician Dr. Gilbert Buford, 504-555-9970. Was that Bruno's doctor?
And his best friend, or so I'm told. I've never met him.
Interesting keychain.
That's one of Uncle Bruno's glass eyes. It's the one he was wearing when he died.
How nice.
Anything else?
Well, at least we know that we need that eye, I guess. Ugh, glass eyes. I'll never
let you get back to
understand them.
work.
I mean,
Awesome.
I guess it's better than having no eyes, but kind of freaky. I know someone that was actually blind from one eye, completely blind. He was completely blind from when he was born, or when he was very young, and he got so used to it that he never actually realized until like recently. Okay, so oh yeah, we have these. Oh, these are so creepy. Okay, they're teeth. I mean, what more do you want other than teeth? A dental PhD or something? Still need to find out about those paintings, which I have no idea how, to be honest. I mean, I know they all are holding some kind of thing which makes them individuals, or at least independent, or whatever, you know, so that you can actually figure out which one is which. But I don't know how to find out their names, or when they were born, or when they died.
Hello again.
Hi.
Did Dr. Bolet ever say anything to you about a crystal skull? He may have referred to it as the Whisperer.
No, he never so much as mentioned a crystal skull, whispering or otherwise.
Were you in the house when Dr. Bolet passed away?
I was indeed. I was in the library cleaning when all of a sudden I heard a big thump. I hurried out to investigate, and sure enough, there was Dr. Bolet lying by the front door. And as I rushed over to him, the door opened and in walked Gilbert Buford. He took one look at Dr. Bolet and hollered at me to call 911, so I ran back into the library and did just that. When I came back out, Gilbert was leaning over Dr. Bolet, listening for breathing, I suppose, and then he started pushing up and down on his chest, but it was too late.
Oops. Wait, I didn't know I had a choice.
Dr. Bolet was gone.
How was it that Gilbert was able to just walk right in like that?
As you yourself discovered, people around here seldom lock their front doors during the day. But you know, in the back of my mind, I have always wondered about Gilbert Buford showing up at the door at that exact moment.
The suspects are absolutely everywhere. Motive bouncing from one person to the other.
I understand that Dr. Bolet had some interesting pets.
Oh, yeah.
Like an iguana?
That man never met a creature he didn't like. He'd train them to do all kinds of silly tricks, then let them run free, inside the house as well as out.
Did he ever
tricks.
teach you how to make them do their tricks?
I never cared to learn.
Oh.
Don't get me wrong. I liked Dr. Bolet, I truly did. But I swear, Sometimes his activities made as much sense to me as bathing in a bayou full of gators.
I'd better get going.
Take care, hon.
And I also better get going because it's kind of late at the moment. And I just have to go. So I think it is actually a bit of a long episode. Well, I tend to want to keep them as short as possible. But I always fail. I mean, I have literally always failed with time management. Anyway. Ooh, what's this? Okay. Is that just like a random shovel, which we don't need? Anyway. This is Flaz the Anti-Gamer. Wait. Okay. This is Flaz the Anti-Gamer. Over and out. Until next time.